Hey guys, it's Keith, your friend in the mortgage business. And this video is a little bit different, and I felt compelled to put this together as I've got a customer of mine that I've been working with for years, and they're in the process of looking at refinancing their home. And it's a VA client of mine who currently has 2 VA loans and is looking to replenish some of his VA entitlement to be able to purchase another home on the horizon for his family that's getting larger. He's having more kids. And so he decided to get another estimate from the competitors out there to see what was available, right? Which I always encourage people to do, because oftentimes, even when they get estimates, I always beat them. But in this situation, the competitor that I'm competing with decided to pull some tricks. And so I told my client, I said, listen, I want you to get a loan estimate, and I want them to tell you what the interest rate is that they're securing on this transaction. She goes, okay, no problem, Keith, because I'd already provided him mine. So they went back and decided to manipulate the numbers. So they played around with the loan amount, which they came back with some weird number that was in the dollar range, not tens or hundreds, dollar. So example, $313,231, that was the loan amount. Now this is a conventional loan that we're going with, not very normal. So I started looking back into it a little bit more, and then I started looking at the closing costs. So I'm looking at the closing costs, and the closing cost then started to look a little weird. And when I say weird, what I mean is the title insurance that you have on any refinance anywhere in the United States is not going to be $1 on $300,000. But they decided to put $1 on the title insurance. Then what they decided to do is they decided to put the escrows at 0, right? So no escrows. But yet the loan amount and the LTV were at 95%. And on a conventional loan, you're required to have escrows. They then told him that the interest rate was locked, but at the top of the loan estimate, the interest rate was not locked. It was actually not locked at all. And on top of it, they gave him a loan estimate that was 10 days ago. And so I looked at it, and I called him and I said, hey, listen, brother, I got to talk to you. I go, something doesn't seem right, and I need you to understand what I'm looking at, so that way you can go back and ask some questions. And so I gave him the things that I was looking at, and I said, listen, I want you to go back to the loan officer, because I'm thinking that the loan officer is a newer loan officer just trying to get the deal. And I understand that, people want to get business and stuff like that, but you also have to do it, in the right way. So he went back, talked with the loan officer. The loan officer said, so I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I wasn't familiar enough with Texas, which is where the loan was. And so my client got upset, because I'm like, listen, if he's doing this now, what do you think he's going to do later? It's going to change things up, and it's going to cost you money, and they have a non-refundable $1,200 application fee that's non-refundable. And so, listen, if you're in the process of refinancing and you're looking at a loan estimate and it doesn't look normal, get with somebody like me. Call and text 603-759-8401 and say, tell me more. Tell me more. This is Keith, your friend in the mortgage business. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.